What's going on, everybody? Randy here with Nerds Templar. Happy St. Patrick's Day, at least for me, I guess, which is also the fifth Sunday of Lent. Getting close to the end here. Um, we have here, I'll just quickly go over. We've already filled our, what did we get? I can't count. What did we spent $10, right? So we got 40 new sleeves here. Yesterday from the comic book shop when we went for our the Temporal Forces party, pre-release party. We got ourselves a little build and battle box here. This is actually full of our two latest old decks. If you recall what those were, the Aquapolis Abyss and the Fire Red deck. Here is where we have now stored all our sleeved, whatever you call it, I guess the build and battle deck, the one we got, and it's looking good. What I don't understand is that there's only 40 cards, and from everything I can read, I see, you need exactly 60 cards in a deck to play Pokemon trading card game standard, at least. So I don't know exactly how this is supposed to be used. But then also, because there's only 40 cards, and this is being a Pokemon deck box built for a 60 card deck, I also happen, this is actually 65 cards in here. You can certainly fit more than 60, but I wanted them to fit a little nicer and not fall sideways. So all these actually are, well, the bottom half is duplicates, and I'm probably going to put them somewhere once I have enough sleeves. I need more sleeves. I'm actually going to go get some today. They're having a real standard Pokemon battle tournament. I'm going to go maybe just spectate a little bit and grab some more sleeves, probably double up. But then, so this back half here were duplicates we had of stuff. Whether it was like Wiglet, I had a reverse hollow. A lot of these were reverse hollows, were the other one. So that's in here in the binder. And then these, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do. I wouldn't mind having like a unhollow and then a hollow set separately, but that would be so many sleeves, and this is already getting crazy in my opinion, sleeve wise. Just trying to get all the sleeves I need, portfolio ones, to hold these things is nuts. So there's that, and again, counting all my old cards too, that's part of it, but I'm using a lot of the old sleeves for some of the old cards. Anyway, that's that. Just quickly, other things we have to go through in the future. One that I'm really excited for, I'm not going to show my two early, yeah I will, because they're sitting right next to me. The earliest thing we have yet to open is this trainer's toolkit. We're still waiting on that. That might come soonish. Who knows? It's really still up in the air. I don't know. Kind of just going by how I feel. But eventually, if you guys start commenting, maybe you guys drop comments, and I'll see what you guys want me to open next, and then we can even go that way. But by then, maybe by the time you see this, maybe those will be out. I'm hoping that by next release, in 2 months, May 22nd for Twilight Masquerade, hopefully by then we'll be able to have this stuff live. Of course, again, we'll still have the VOD, the video on demand to watch for recordings, or to watch later. But we will also be doing this live. So hopefully by then you'll be able to give more of your input. Certainly the videos will be more recent. They'll be coming out quicker and quicker, more in conjunction with when I'm actually recording them. So your input will slowly but surely become more relevant. Anyway, Shining Fates Pikachu V box is the other thing we have. Collection, that is. Pikachu V collection. There are differences, I guess. They call them different things all the time. So anyway, there's that. And then also, those are the oldest things. And then also yesterday, what we snagged was, from the comic book shop, we ended up getting not just our build and battle box there, but they had two of these. So I grabbed one of these. It's Scarlet Violet 151 booster bundles. Probably going to wait a bit on that, especially because I can't fit Scarlet Violet 151 in any of my things yet right now. In my portfolio, that is. And then we just have a couple of other smaller things. I went to another card shop for the first time, and I grabbed some stuff there. The guy had 2 of these Battle Styles packs left, so I figured I'd snag those. And wow, that might. At first, this one seemed like it had. Yeah, it does seem like it has maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there's those. That'll probably be sometime soonish, and as well as these. These were from Walmart. I never ended up getting any Paradox Rift boosters, so I ended up just grabbing these 2 single blisters with the Paradox Rift boosters. So we'll at least be able to begin that collection. That'll be all the main series Scarlet and Violet expansions at least begun. Scarlet and Violet base set we've had quite a few of already. That was what the rest of those cards in this deck, I meant to mention the half on the top that were in the back that weren't part of the deck. Half of them were duplicates. The other half were ones from the Scarlet Violet base set. I still need to get in here because I ran out of space there in the very back. So only all that fit in here from those 80 pages was almost all of the Scarlet and Violet main series expansions, not including Paradox Rift because I don't have any of those yet, or Temporal Forces because I don't have any of those yet. So it's really just Scarlet Violet base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, and Temporal Forces. That's it. There's 4, and we used up all our pages in that amount of time. So there's that. This is a little annoying at the moment. I think these are really big bindings. That's probably what most of what the hang up is, literally. But yeah, as you can see, there's even that page is empty there, but that'll be filled in. These are very small. My right now, Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames. It'll be a bit until these really start shaping up. Hopefully they'll be a little full by the time before too late, and we'll maybe still be able to use them for battle because the cards with the E at the bottom will be phased out soon, and then those with the F will be on the chopping block for next year, whenever it changes again. I just wanted to show quickly our cool cards we got so far from Temporal Forces from the 4 packs that we opened from our Build and Battle box. Are, in my opinion, second best, but it wasn't. I would say our second best. This Gengar EX here. Love that thing. Sorry if you couldn't see those cards on the far end. But yeah, the Gengar EX was pretty cool. It was a double rare. Has two rare stars there. So that's something. That was our first ever double rare. Then in the next pack, that was our 3rd of 4 packs. And then the last pack we opened, we had this Minchino illustration rare. And you can maybe see it has a little gold star. Maybe you can see the little gold star it has down there. And that is, I don't know, that seemed like a pretty good snag, a pretty good grab. Of course, you can go back and watch that in the last video if you want. But now, without any more ado, any more messing around, what we're going to open today, what I really want to get to before I leave in 2 hours to go to the back to the comic book shop and hang out for a little bit, at least to maybe catch a couple battles. I don't know how long I'll really stay, but I'll hang out for a little bit maybe. What I'm going to do beforehand though is open this other Temporal Forces Build and Battle box. This was from the card shop, not the comic shop, but the card shop that I visited for the first time yesterday, where those 2 Battle Styles packs came from. This dude was loaded. He had all sorts of stuff. It was, he had like tons of baseball, football, but he has like everything. And he had a really nice set, not just a display of unopened Pokemon stuff, including the newest stuff, literally as new as the comic book shop and its pre-release party. I mean, I went to the card shop and he literally had the same stuff there that was at the pre-release party. So there's that. But anyway, he had a bunch of other stuff there. I thought he had a really nice selection, and some stuff that was a bit older still, as like those Battle Styles packs. I even saw it, and they were way too much for me to ever want to buy, but they were so cool. He had a Flareon foil jungle booster pack and a Blastoise foil base set pack booster pack. Oh my goodness, like two of the best, probably best cool foils you could get, unopened, of course. They're like $370, I think, or maybe they were $275. Either way, he had a ton of stuff, a ton of single cards all over the place, really. There are like 2 or 3 different locations to find singles. Anyway, we'll be back there in the future. Maybe someday he'll even let me record inside his shop a bit. Anyway, this was from there, and I want to open it because I don't know anything really about. I could probably just look it up and find out, but we'll do it this way instead. I want to know a little more about the build and battle boxes. That was our first one we opened yesterday. This will only be our second, but it's good because it's the same. I did struggle with this yesterday too. Let me get my handy dandy fork. But I want to know if the decks are the exact same, because if that's the case, it does seem strange that the thing with these is that they have 1 of 4 special promos inside, which incentivizes people to buy maybe even 4 of them, up to 4, possibly more than 4, to get all 4 of those if they really wanted to and didn't just buy them singularly or something. But if you're doing that and the deck that it comes with is the same every time, man, that's going to be so many duplicates. So many of the same cards. So we're going to find out if that's the case. If that is the case, then what's up with that, Pokemon? Or we'll just end up getting another Metang, and we'll just not know at all. That's hilarious. That is so. This is another reason I wanted to do it, because I felt like if I got a duplicate, then maybe I could see if anybody else there also got, if they ever end up getting 2 of them and they get a duplicate, maybe we can just straight up trade our promos. I'm honestly now, this is going to be a lot shorter, I guess. Well, I probably wouldn't have gone through this anyway, but I'm not going to even open this up. I'm going to sit, because there's no way that the deck inside here is different. If it's Metang, I know it's going to be the exact same. If it's not, I'll let somebody at the comic book shop tell me that. But anyway, we will, of course, open our 3 packs and throw this away. That, of course, is a little bit of rolls and the whatchamacallit, the list, the checklist. All right, let's see it. Put this in there. This can go away. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, well, I guess we'll just continue this madness of trying to actually weigh packs out. But from our experience last time, they all had 3 hollows in them. So I'm kind of expecting that this time. And if that is the case, that all these have 3 hollows in them, then that was absolutely designed to be that way. There's no doubt in my mind at that point. I think just having all 4 in the last one is enough evidence, but I mean, I guess somebody could, even me, somebody even like myself, could get lucky 4 times in a row like that. But I highly doubt that's the case. All right, here we go. Kind of exciting. This is gonna really fill out Temporal Forces for us. We're not going to need a whole lot more after having both of these. Again, the one thing is, and one of the big things you'll probably be seeing here in the future are, my goal is to get the Elite Trainer boxes, the Pokemon Center exclusive ones, because they're just better. I mentioned that the comic book shop guy had what did he had a Paradox Rift one, Iron Leaves. That one of them, but it wasn't a Pokemon Center exclusive, and it was like kind of overpriced because I don't think I mean, they're really not as worth it if it's not the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. And also, Walmart had a Silver Tempest one, but it was also too expensive for me to care about. And also, again, that's one that like I'm almost gonna have to like save up for the Silver Tempest because for some reason it's so expensive already. Wiglet, our first common. I don't think we have that Wiglet. There might be two Wiglets, and we might have one. But I was also just going through again all my Scarlet and all the Scarlet Violet cards. So I'm kind of confused now about exactly what I got yesterday because I just saw a bunch of Wiglets in a different series. But yeah, we don't have one. Meltan though, that's pretty cool. Nice. Whoa. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know for sure because it's in this deck box yet to be put into the Scarlet Violet base set at the bottom of this. We do have a Melmetal. One, of course. That's our first Meltan though, I think. C dot, we may have that C dot, perhaps. Another one of the try to give you a little better light here, sorry. One of those yarn Pokemon, yarn doll Pokemon. And it looks like it's in like a, what do you call it, like a panorama or whatever kids make in school, in those public schools. Totodile, what? That's pretty awesome. I like that art a lot too. I know I talk about it a lot. Maybe you guys are interested in it, maybe not, but whatever, I don't care. Look how cool that is. It's a cool Totodile. I use some of these, I'm not gonna lie, I use some of these cards as my phone backgrounds now because I think they're so cool. Vaporeon V has been my my home background ever since I pulled it. And then I also have a picture of 5 of my base set cards all together, and I kind of been swapping around what my lock screen is from that picture. At first it was Charizard, now it's been Mewtwo for a bit. I might change it because I don't like the picture in general. It's just a bad picture. Boxed order. I might also have one of those. That is our first uncommon, and as can be expected, it is looking like we're going to get a Foreshore common holo. And then another random one, which will probably, as always, it's at least again with the last 4 packs, it was an uncommon. We didn't get any rare holos along with the always rare card. Screamtail. This is the one that I have from the booster. Yeah, I have this from the booster. It's not the one that's part of the deck. Mischievous, which is the card that would come right after in order, is the one that comes in the deck. I think this is a kind of cool card because that super heal, but I'm a healer at heart. What can I say? So that's 2, and that's 3 on uncommon there. Sableye also one we have, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we do. So unfortunate, some duplicates coming here. We also have a few others already. Roly-Coly. Nice. We don't have him yet, but we have both of his evolutions. So that's a pretty awesome. I keep calling them reverse holos. Should I? Yeah, I guess it is still a reverse holo, huh? The picture itself is not holo. So yeah, Roly-Coly reverse holo to go along with those other 2 things that whose names are escaping me. Carkle and Colossal. That's awesome. So that's the common, of course. Our uncommon or random reverse holo. Mightyena, nice. I said uncommon, but yeah, it could easily have been another common like this. But Mightyena, cool. Can't be too terribly mad about that. We do have a Mightyena already. So well, I mean that'll just take the place of it in our collection. We don't have Iron Thorns, so that's a cool holo for us there. I'll take that for sure. Any of these kind of mega Pokemon, I can't remember. I don't know what they're called because I don't have the expansion. and I've only played still a little bit of Violet. I may actually soon, if I can swing it somehow, maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll start playing that live or on recording for you, chatting while I do that. Scarlet or Violet, I don't know. Probably Scarlet because I haven't played it at all yet. So I'd start up a new one for you there. Anyway, yeah, the Structo Press. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 70 damage for each future card you find there. Ooh, nice. Then discard those future cards and shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Ooh, not so nice maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of... That's cool though. Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar thing. It's not a Mega Tyranitar, obviously. Megaton Lariat, nice. 140 damage with no other things involved. And then electric energy, lightning energy. Always seems like the energy you get, at least I've been getting energies, at least one of the cards in my pack, and normally one of the hollows is of that type. That time it was that one. Cool, there's one. Already 20 minutes, over 20 minutes into this video, so might as well continue. Again, with this one, like last one, we're not going to evaluate these yet, but we will eventually. You know, maybe we'll check them out in a month. The last ones, Paradox Rift and Paldean Fates and Scarlet Violet 151, actually, all 3 of the last expansions before this, I have none of open yet, so we didn't even have to consider evaluating those at all. We did do Obsidian Flames and Paldea Evolved, which were mid-2023, so not even a year old. But I guess, you know, after a couple months or whatever, that'd be long enough. If they came out in 2023, I'd say we could evaluate, which is Paradox Rift. So everything, maybe not Temporal, wait, this is Temporal Forces. Maybe not Paldean Fates if we get any of those. Maybe we'd hold off on evaluating that. But by the time we get that, it might be worth it because that's, of course, the very beginning of January. A Carvana to start us off, and that's another duplicate there, but that's our reverse holo Carvana we got in there. Duplicates, again, aren't terribly terrible since it is nice to have, especially like basics, I guess. It's nice to have a couple of those if you want to play them. We do tend to get a lot of water cards, so we can always consider making ourselves some kind of water deck, especially at this point with all, even if I just stuck to all Scarlet and Violet cards, I could probably make a water deck. It might not be any good, but it would maybe be playable, at least, to lose every time, but it may be playable. Anyway, Ekans, a Dark Ekans, that's a cool Ekans, I like that. Wrapped around a little tree, or a big tree, and it's a massive, giant, enormous Ekans. But it says, well, it says he's 6'7", so yeah, it's a pretty long Ekans. All right. A Turtwig. Don't have him. I think he'd be on the first page. But yeah, we do have a Grotto. I thought so. That's nice. It's nice. That would be number 2, 3, I mean. Ah, finally, Poochyena. Nice. Okay. Cool. Needed that too. I'm getting a lot of good basics here to obviously to complement the stage 1 and, well, pretty much just the stage 1, but eventually the stage 2. Yeah, we did get that that weird ground coal Pokemon, which we had stage 1 and 2 of, and we got its basic, even though that was a reverse holo. And I'm not really very keen on using, I don't know if I'd want to use reverse holos. Again, speaking of, we only have a reverse holo Palafin, and we do have, actually we have a, I think it was a reverse holo and a regular Finizen. Or it was 2 regular, yeah, I guess it was 2 regular Finizen. So that's good, I guess. Now we have a regular Palafin. We have a reverse holo Palafin. So again, wouldn't have necessarily maybe wanted to use it, but now we could use that, of course. But weirdly, some of the unholos sometimes are more valuable, end up more valuable than the reverse holo forms of that card. Eerie, your opponent reveals their hand, and you discard up to 2 item cards you find there. Haha. That's what I say to that. Haha. That's number 2 uncommon. Get 2 common dark cards there. Nice. There's another Colossal. Is that the one we had a holo of before? Oh, we had one of those also. Oh no, maybe not. Well, that really throws everything off. Now we're gonna need a bunch more of the stage 1 and the basics, because we got 2 stage 2s of these guys. I mean, if we wanted to somehow, and the deck we have, the pre-made one from the Build and Battle box, already is a Fighting and Steel deck. Nice, a Nuzleaf. Another grass to fill in the beginning of our collection here. No C dot yet, but that's pretty cool. That's the common. The random here. Oh, Reuniclus, nice. Didn't we get a Duosion? I think we got one yesterday. Yeah, we did. Cool. And again, that's another we would kind of need a Solosis now. But I like that. I like that card. It's pretty cool. The Psychic Reverse Holo. I'm a fan of that. Most of the reverse holos, if not all of them, look pretty awesome. But I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. Purple is my favorite color, so that might explain something. Oh, there we go. There's a Koraidon that we have. And wait, is that the exact same one? Let's see. Our energy is a grass, if you're curious. There's something else. Of course, this card. So put that down and then that. Oh, all right, there's that. And in here would be somewhere toward the back-ish. Well, middle, I guess, because you'd be before the trainers and energies. Yeah, okay, same one, but the holo version, so that's nice. Again, if we needed, for some reason, just didn't have a choice but to keep this whole deck, which might be the case, to keep this extra deck that's the exact same because we got another Metang promo. If we can't kind of like just get rid of that whole thing. I don't know if the decks are different or not. If they're not, then it doesn't matter either way, and I would just trade the Metang promo for one that maybe someone else has a duplicate, like me, of something else. But if the decks are different, maybe we can then, in that case, trade the whole deck away, and then I won't have all those as duplicates that I could put in here from the second deck. But if that is the case, then I would have like the regular Koraidons. All those would be duplicates. But a couple things that I haven't gotten yet in boosters would be able to go into the collection itself, the proper collection. Still kind of figuring out what binders exactly are going to be for what. The fact that this thing is massive is probably going to let it be used for everything, and I'll probably not. I don't know when I would have planned to maybe do a break up Sun and Moon from these Scarlet, Violet, and Sword and Shield, and then also I was gonna eventually probably have Scarlet and Violet and everything after that in its own binder, just as the newest stuff, basically everything that would be legal, like a legal standard play binder, pretty much. But with this thing, I might just keep going and keep going and going and going and going until I fill it up. Actually, it might just be, by the end of it, it might only hold, because these expansions are so huge and they come out so often, it might only hold Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, those three, which if that's the case, then that's the case. Maybe we even throw XY in there and it would be our new solid set collection, especially once Scarlet Violet is done, and then we would maybe then be able to, because it's possible that XY through Scarlet and Violet could maybe fill this thing up in a nice way that I wouldn't want to put anything else in there because it would be a little too much if I did. So maybe we would be able to do that. We'll see. That's a way away in the future. So Rockruff, that is not surprising because I'm pretty sure I have Rockruff from every single series that ever existed, even ones before he was a Pokemon, because I just get him all the time, every single time. I don't have him yet here, though, from what I can see, so it's at least new. That's nice. Not that I don't like Rockruff. He's a rock-type dog Pokemon, and I can't think of any ground-type, rock-type, whatever. I can't think of any other one that is, so that's cool. Oh, Litten, nice. It's I just, as I was going through my my collection, what I had, I finally took out these cards that I noticed had all these white speckles. I hope that's not something that's going to affect other cards that go into the mini portfolio where these were located. But these are now, there's 5 of them. It came from one pack. The 5 commons on top, luckily, is all that it was that are like that. You can even see it on the back. Maybe you can. Yeah, there you go. So it's I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And they're now secluded from everything else because I don't want them rubbing their weird white stuff off on any of the other cards or contaminating any of the sleeves or anything like that. So anyway, this is a Litten to replace the one that we had to get rid of. That was from Silver Tempest. Anyway, so whatever. Not that it's not really whatever, but it will be nice if once I get some replacements of those 5, they're just common again. So hopefully that'll happen soonish once we have some more Silver Tempest, of course, to open. But again, like I said, with the Elite Trainer Box Collection Dream, just those in themselves are going to supply quite a collection of boosters. I mean, the collection is gonna probably be pretty good just after having the boosters from those things and nothing else, and not even including all the other things I would like to get my hands on eventually. Anyway, Shroomish, that's number 3. And there's 4 Lickitung. Good, we have a Licky, so that'll play. Morty's Conviction, we got one of those already. Actually, that might be from the deck, not from our boosters. Yeah, that was from the deck, but we did have that box trainer part earlier. That was something we had in an earlier booster. Hey, a Shift Tree, nice. Now we just need the C-Dot. Maybe a non-hollow Nuzleaf or 2, and then a lot more C-Dots. But that's pretty cool. Shift Tree, again, uncommon there. The rares in this series are like this almost every time. Although we did have a cool Magcargo. No, this time it was a Magcargo. And that was our rare in one of the packs. And then the other one, other than having, we had the other 2 rares we had, I think were like these guys, right? We had Iron Valiant, which was cool. And then we had, who else did we have? It was another one like that, I could have swore. Oh, the steel one, Iron Treads, was that? No, he was only an uncommon, that's right. Was it a trainer card? Iron Treads was the one Iron Valiant's the one we got with Minchino. Sorry. Oh, that's right, yeah, Miraidon, that's right. That was the first one we got. And then we had Gengar EX, which was cool. And then we had the one that just slipped my mind. Oh yeah, of course, and then the Magcargo, yeah. So you can get normal Pokemon, non-EX normal Pokemon as rares too. Shiftray, but there's just a bunch like Shiftray that are uncommon. This should be our common hollow. Oh, one more. Yeah. Never mind. Bianca's Devotion. We don't have this yet. I don't think. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or less remaining. Ooh, nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. She seems familiar, but I'm not sure where she's from. And Azumarill, there's our common reverse holo, another psychic. Fairy, I guess technically, but it's very, I guess for what I'm seeing is it's very rare to have like fairy type cards right now. Kind of like dragon type. There are not dragon energies, there are fairy type energies, but those are few and far between, even though they're basic. That's what I've come to learn so far. And we do not have an Azumarill yet, so this is pretty cool. I didn't think so, but I did see all these cards, of course, on the checklist when I was going through. So, nice. Very nice. And then our random. Okay, we have a Scyther already, but there's our reverse holo Scyther. Man, we're going to have... because there's 2 reverse holos in every one of these packs, by design, as I keep saying, we're going to have a lot of this collection as reverse holo already right off the bat. Pretty cool. There is our, ooh, nice Dunsparce. We have a Dunsparce. We know that was from yesterday. We got him. So, but that'll match. That'll match him. This thing. Runaway draw. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. Cool. I like that. Wait. So if that happens, though, would that mean that all the damage would have to be removed from it? So that's interesting. That is a very interesting. I don't know. I would like to have a deck that is all sorts of different ones, simple ones, straightforward ones, draw kind of decks, discard opponent discard decks, you discard kind of decks, damage yourself decks, heal yourself decks, like, I don't know, tanky kind of decks, all the things, but also, of course, the really crazy ones. That, oh, and the one that I think would be very fun, that I think is probably a thing that you guys, if you're battlers, would be aware of, are like switch decks. I'm not sure, is that like a thing that maybe lightning decks specialize in sometimes? I'm not sure. But I was looking at, the reason I thought of that is, oh, my Palmot is in there, unfortunately, or I'd show you again. But I have a reverse holo and the holo version of that Palmot from whatever, I think that was Scarlet Violet base. And I noticed that he had a really awesome ability to blast, like with 230 damage, but then he loses all the energies attached to him. So I was just wondering if maybe, but then he has an ability, which again I'm assuming could be used from the bench. I think that's how that works, right? You can use abilities no matter what if the Pokemon's in place somewhere. And so if he's on the bench, then he can actually recharge his energy really fast. So I assume that if there's a way with a lightning deck to get him in and out off the bench and then back onto the bench, to use that whenever he's like charged up, and then bring him in for his little lightning hands, whatever it was called, shock paws, then that would be a really fun way to build something, to build a deck around, a Palmot, flipping Palmot, a deck, a bench jumping Palmot. Almost reminds me, though, also of our Vaporeon V, though, that has Splash Tackle, I think it's called, where it, if it attacks, it jumps to it switches with one of the Pokemon on your bench after it uses that attack. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm not Elgium. Is that how it's? I'm not sure how you pronounce this guy, but I don't think we have his evolution. No. So that's I think we have a few of those on Pokemon Go. I think that might be our first card of him we have. Oh, another Meltan. That's not bad. Like I said, we do have that Melmetal from Scarlet Violet base we could always use. And there's our unhollow Nuzleaf that we could play. Again, we could always use the reverse holos until we have 4 of the unhollows, and we don't need to anymore. There's our first, again, our first, but 2 overall Nuzleafs. And this has to be our 4th already, right? Yeah. Minccino. A normal Minccino. So if we want to use Minccino, we don't have to use our beautiful, rare alternate art, but it's actually a different card because these aren't I don't think these are I'm trying to find it now. Oh yeah, no, these are the same attacks. Yep, it's the same card, just different art. Nice. So yeah, I just use this guy. Much less interesting than the one we got yesterday in our last pack. Have I weighed anything out? No, because there's nothing to weigh out, I don't think, in these packs. Unless somehow the like EX or the full art hollows, maybe if they weigh more, if they're a different kind of card stock than these guys. I don't know. Wait, is this a hollow like those guys are? It's so hard to tell on the white cards, but it might be. The edges definitely are. But really the inside here doesn't really look too hollowy. Not like these do. Those are fully hollow for sure. The legendary or I don't know what you call those. I guess ancient or future Pokemon. Delcatty, that'll be the first of our uncommons. Cool. I don't know if we have any Delcatties yet. Explorer's Guidance. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand and discard the others. I think that's part of the deck that came in the Build and Battle box. So that's cool to have another one of those. An Iron Hands uncommon. That's something we don't have yet, but we're getting a lot of electric cards. Lightning Pokemon. We can almost maybe even make one of those kind of decks. We have a Pikachu. We'd really like to get a Raichu to go with that. To go with that thing. But Iron Hands, that's pretty cool. That is the last of our uncommons then. There's the common reverse hollow. That's a Snom. We have, as you can see, a regular unhollow Snom. So again, we're replacing the unhollow with another reverse hollow. Our collection is going to look pretty nice. There you go, a reverse hollow Litten to replace the Litten that we just got. That is replacing the other Litten that we got from a different pack. The only other Litten we have, I think. And another Iron Valiant. So we have our first rare duplicate. Water energy underneath. Our first duplicate rare hollow is, I guess, what I was going for there. And where is that? It's under here. It's toward the end because it's psychic. I'm kind of understanding how this is all ordered now. It is all ordered: the grass, fire, water, electric, psychic, fighting, dark, steel, fairy, dragon, or dragon and then fairy, and then colorless, trainers, and secret stuff or whatever, special super rares or whatever. And this is got to be the same one. I don't think there would be anything different about them. Yeah. So there's, well, you can't see it, I guess. It's raw. Yeah. And we do have, do this for you, do have the other uncommon Iron Valiant too. So that's something. That is certainly something. Another of those. So it could be, I mean, again, if we really wanted to be a cool trading card guy, we could find out if we can trade some of these to these guys we're meeting now at the comic book shop. And then maybe expand our collection that way, sort of for free, but not really, because we would be giving up, giving up our cards in return. Some of them, of course. Fair trading. Gonna try to get these, but oh, it's just those 2. Okay. There we are. There's that. And like I said, can't evaluate these just yet. But there are those. So you can see on the time now, clock now, about a little over an hour out from before I'll end up heading out for the battle. It's about 20 or so minute drive away. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna be what do they call it? Casually late, and then they don't have to wonder if I'm going to participate because I just don't have a 60 card deck to use. I can't use this one, the Temporal Forces one, because it's 40 cards. But that's fine because I didn't really want to battle. I did just want to kind of hang out, watch, maybe just again refresh myself on the basics, watch a couple battles, grab more of the sleeves, and then I'll come back. Actually, it'll probably be a whole different video. We'll go through all of this after I get another twice as many sleeves as I have now, and get everything else in there. And then we'll take a big look at the entire collection, which will hopefully go back. Hopefully it'll at least go back through to what will be legal, which will be, again, the cards that have an F, G, or an H, which will include everything from, I believe, Brilliant Stars onward, which is February 2022. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that, guys. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. Nothing nearly as exciting as last time at all. So I guess the extra money we spent on the other one was a little worth it, but not that this one was that bad. We did, of course, end up with 3 of the kind of awesome rares here. Kind of maybe the rarest of the regular rares you could maybe get your hands on before you end up into the double rares and everything else, ultra rares. But that's not bad. Like I said, a lot of new stuff too, and a lot of actually a lot of duplicates we got were either unhollows of reverse hollows we had, or reverse hollows of unhollows we had. So it worked out, I guess. We will definitely soon-ish be back into something here because I have so many other things coming. Not so many other things. That's an overstatement. I have a few other things coming. We're still waiting on some single things, one of which has been in the mail for a while. I'm hoping that it better get here soon, or I'm going to start wondering. I don't know if it'll either be this or this that we do next time, but we'll either get into new-ish Paradox Rift packs or old-ish Battle Styles packs. And after that, after those two, those will probably be the next two, other than the collection video. We'll probably do those next, both of those, in whatever order I decide. And then after that, maybe I'll get into either the Pikachu V-Box or the Trainer's Toolkit. Maybe we'll delve into one of those two. This is going to be one of the last things I currently have that I'll probably get into. But like I said, three sealed things going to be on their way. So there's also that. So we'll have 3, we'll have 5, including the 2 old big things. We'll have 6, including that 151 booster bundle. And then we'll have, I guess you could count it as 7 and 8 with the 2 different videos of the boosters, the doubled up boosters we'll be doing. Those will be, of course, shorter videos. And maybe I'll include a little bit of the collection look in that. I don't really have a need at the moment, I don't think, to show, for a bit at least, my old collection again. You'll just have to, I have shown, I think, a long video at this point of that, specifically just going through that if you're interested. So check that out in the playlist earlier in time. But we will eventually look at it again as I slowly kind of round it out, and also as I kind of get everything in the places where I want them to be, hopefully permanently, or permanently enough, semi-permanently. But I guess that's it for now, guys. This went a little faster than I was expecting, which is fine. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and comment and subscribe, blah blah blah, but do it. I'm blah blah blahing, but I do want you to do it because it does really help. I know everyone says it, that's why I'm blah blah blahing, but yeah, really, do it, please. Yeah, especially if you enjoy this. So, and definitely comment on, if well, you might as well, because at the point this comes out, I might still be considering what to open next. So if there's something that I have here that I just mentioned, I haven't done yet, and you'd really like to see me get to, Let me know in the comments. Or if I did something that's really dumb and you want to let me know in the comments. If you have a question because you're as new or newer than me, let me know in the comments. I am always looking. So, yeah, thanks. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll let you know how things go again at our next trip down to the comic book shop. Probably the last one we'll make for a bit, probably be maybe half a month or so, whatever, until we get back. Hopefully, I can get a look at their next month's calendar and see when we may want to go back. Might make it a monthly, just maybe a month or maybe twice a month trip. Other than the months, maybe that there's a pre-release party. But as things ramp up here at the St. Nicholas Social Community and House of Study and adjacent coffee house, uh, unfortunately, a lot of the times of their Pokemon events are gonna jive with or aren't gonna jive, I guess. They won't jive with the times that I'm kind of having slated for a lot of stuff, especially in the beginning here, because like Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon, those are pretty good times to try to get people around. So I don't know how much time I'll have, unfortunately, to get there for other Pokemon events. Kind of gonna take advantage of it while I can now. So I'll be doing that, and I will be back with a fuller look at this collection in the next video. And until then, guys, this is Nerds Templar. I'm Randy. Peace out.